Good morning, how are you doing today? For today's video, I wanted to blast through a super quick semi-annual sale recap, and I wanted to show you all of the goodies that I ended up grabbing during the duration of all of semi-annual sale. Before we get started, if you're brand new to my channel, then welcome. My name is Melissa, and I used to be a part-time manager at a Bath & Body Works for about 6 years, and now I'm here on YouTube making, of course, Bath & Body Works related videos. So if that is something that interests you, then I encourage you to hit that big red subscribe button down below so you don't miss any of my future videos. But man, this was quite an interesting semi-annual sale this time around, wasn't it? So I feel like a lot of people were disappointed this semi-annual sale. I'm not necessarily disappointed with how this semi-annual sale went. Rather, I just feel like I am so well stocked up that I am not really in the market for a bunch of clearance goodies at this time in my life. So for me personally, I had a pretty uneventful and small semi-annual sale. My store especially seems to have really good selection and amount of clearance goodies, more so than other people's stores usually, and I credit that to the fact that maybe it's a college town. Both in January and June, those are times that college students are traveling away from the town, so I feel like they probably get a lot less traffic and sell a lot less products at that time, thus creating a larger amount of clearance when it's time to get rid of those items. So I think that my store tends to be pretty good when it comes to inventory during SAS. But yeah, it was mainly a bunch of holiday clearance. It wasn't as much of backroom stock and box up products as I was hoping it would be, but that's okay. Despite all of this, I still was able to grab many goodies that I enjoy, so let me start showing you what I grabbed. This 3-wick candle is called Hot Pink Cocoa, and I really do love this scent. It's a nice berry plus chocolate scent. So this one was released earlier this winter for Candle Day. This one has sweet ruby chocolate, whipped vanilla cream, and raspberry sprinkles. To me, it smells identical to the Land O'Lakes, the pink one, where it's white hot chocolate and it has raspberry flavoring. It's so yummy and it smells just like that. So I'm definitely excited to burn this one in February. This is the only other candle I grabbed myself, and this is the classic scent called Winter, and normally I wouldn't have bought this on 50% off for a single wick, but they actually were sold out of the 3-wick candles of Winter, and there was only maybe 1 or 2 left of these ones, and I know I like to burn this almost every single Christmas time and winter time, so I knew I needed to grab a backup. So this one has notes of white woods, pine needles, sparkling clementine, spiced clove. Just like the pink hot chocolate, this one actually burns really nicely as a snowy scent as opposed to just Christmas, so I like to bring this one into January and February as well. This was the only body care I ended up grabbing for clearance this time around. Once again, I'm very well stocked, and also it was just a bunch of Christmas stuff, which I already really have a lot of. The main treasure that I found on the 75% off was just one lone set of a whipped coconut milkshake. I got it in the body cream. I also have it in the spray and the shower gel that they had. This is actually from the previous semi-annual sale during June that this was released, and I really liked this whole summer collection that this came from. And when I purchased it the first time last semi-annual sale, I was only able to grab the fragrance mist and a shower gel. So I was pleased to be able to find a moisturizer of this scent. This has notes of vanilla ice cream, toasted coconut, and sugared amber. Here's what the rest of the body care set looks like, the shower gel and the spray. I'm assuming that this was actually somebody's online purchase that they ended up returning in the store because it has that kind of seal of the plastic all the way wrapped around. That's what they usually do when you buy shower gels and body lotions online, is they have that wrap. So I think this ended up being somebody's return, and I just got lucky to be able to purchase it 75%. This was probably the item that excited me the most for newness for semi-annual sale, and this is the Cotton Candy Grape Hand Soap in the foaming soap. This is juicy grapes, fluffy cotton candy, and sugared citrus. We've got a fun packaging to go along with a fun scent. I always love those exciting, fun, kid-like fragrances. So when I smelt this, it gives me art stuff collection goodness grapeness vibes, and I am here for it. I wish that they would make this in an entire body care line, and they should make like roll-on glitter and swirly lotion like they used to, and it should smell like this. That's what I think. So very happy about that. I actually did grab 3 of those. And then the last thing I grabbed on day 1 was some 50% off hand sanitizers. I got Northern Brights, which smells like eucalyptus and pine. And then I got 2 summer scents. This one is Wildberry Lemonade and a classic 90s, 2000s fragrance from Bath & Body Works, Coconut Lime Verbena. So that is everything that I got in day 1. And then I actually went in last weekend and was able to grab a couple more goodies. Everything was pretty much done. They had, I want to say, maybe 2 or 3 75% off tables pushed kind of towards the middle and back of the store. And then they had a big table full of 75% off Wallflowers, and then some portable rolling carts of clearance as well. Other than those things, all of the front tables, some of the other tables sprinkled throughout, and the walls were already all set for spring 1, and they were moved on from the clearance. So I feel like this this was a super fast semi-annual sale, but either way, I was able to grab a couple of more goodies on my last visit. Since they had marked down all of the Wallflowers that were clearance to be 75% off, it makes them $1.99. I am phasing out of using Wallflowers as often, but I still do like to have one in the utility room where I have my litter box and in my bathroom in the basement. So those are my only two locations and I don't change them out very frequently. But I still like to have some, so I got the classic Kitchen Lemon, which will bring in kind of some springy vibes. I think that's a great laundry room scent. It has zesty lemon, sparkling citrus, and Italian bergamot. And just like the Wallflowers, all of the clearance hand soaps that had been previously 50% off or $3.50 or whatever they were at one point had all moved down to 75% off. They had a 3-foot table, which is one of the smaller ones, just loaded up with all of the Christmas hand soaps, and they were each $1.99. So I'm not really sure if I'm gonna keep all of these for myself or if they're gonna end up being presents throughout the year or for next Christmas, but I always like to keep extra hand soaps in stock in my house so that way I can gift them out really easily. This is a cleansing gel soap of Winter Candy Apple, which has notes of red apples, winter rose petals, and oranges. Another apple scent, this is 'Tis the Season, except this one is red apple, ground cinnamon, and clove. Just like my candle, I got the same scent in a hand soap of winter. This is spiced orange, fir balsam, and clove buds. And then for foaming hand soap, I got classic Twisted Peppermint, which is cool peppermint, sugared snow, and fresh balsam. This is definitely a favorite of mine. And Golden Berry Mistletoe, which was a new release for 2023 winter, and I wonder if it'll come back next year. I feel like a lot of people enjoyed this one. So this one is sparkling berries, sugared spruce, and frosted air. So that is my semi-annual sale recap. Those are all the goodies I grabbed for myself for semi-annual sale clearance. There is one more thing I wanted to share with you, and this wasn't clearance, rather, since they were starting to get all of the spring 1 floor set out there to kind of replace the clearance tables, I was able to grab one of the new release fragrances for spring coming up, and that is a body lotion of Calypso Clementine. This has notes of juicy clementine, neroli nectar, and coastal woods. First impressions, it smells similar to a few different fragrances that I've smelt from Bath & Body Works in the past, so it's definitely a nostalgic, you've smelt this before kind of scent, as opposed to something that is super brand new. You'll have to let me know, how did semi-annual sale treat you this season? Are you looking forward to next semi-annual sale, or are you on a no-buy? Please do share with me in the comment section where you're at with your body care collections and your hand soap and candles. I know I personally am in the boat of using things up before I accumulate a bunch of new stuff, so that's where I'm at. Let me know where you're at. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.